Yo, what's going on, guys? Alexcoolrocket here, bringing you guys another video. And it's been like almost a year, okay? I know. So PCL, we don't talk about that basically. That kind of went like really south. I have like the recordings for, okay, so basically like it went to like week 3, and I have the recordings for the first 2 weeks. I just never uploaded them. Yeah, so that kind of died after 3 weeks, and then I just kind of hated mons after that. I'm not gonna lie, but we're back. I'm actually gonna upload this time. I swear up and down I'm gonna actually upload this time at John Jr. Hi, I know you can see me right now doing this video. We're back with another fucking draft analysis, dude. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. We have a pretty fire team, in my opinion. I really like the team that I drafted. And we got some pretty cool coaches, too. All the coaches will be linked down in the description below. You can go check them out. We got our boy John Jr., our boy OG Albina. We got some heavy hitters, too, in the YouTube scene. Like, I'm drawing a blank. What the fuck is the British dude's name? Feint Attacks, thank you. And, like, 6 Foot Hacks. We also got BBR Season 2 champion Matt O'Shea too. Bunch of cool people. Really excited to play all of them, and really excited to bring you guys a bunch of cool content this time around. So, if you do like the video, make sure you click the like button, and also subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I'm actually going to be uploading, and you're going to want to make sure that you know when I actually upload videos. So, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so we got pick 6 out of 16, which is pretty good. That means we're going to get something pretty solid. Most of the Pokemon in Gen 8 at the top tier, you can get away with, like, picking, like, whenever, basically. They're all pretty good. Like, you can't really go wrong round 1 with your pick, I feel like, in this gen. So, like I said, we had pick 6, which, surprisingly, Mew fell to me, like, down at pick 6. I'm not sure how, because, honestly, it's either between that or Dragapult as the best Pokemon in the format right now. You guys all know what Mew does. This thing does literally, it does literally everything. It can do anything. You compare it with any Pokemon. So it's pretty, I find it pretty easy to draft around, because like it literally can do anything. Like you can run Defog, it can be your Defogger, it can set up rocks. It can also just be like a setup mount with like Calm Mind. It also obviously gets Dragon Dance this gen too. And like I said, it's probably the best Pokemon in the format, so I'm really excited to use it. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. Y'all know what Mew does. It's Mew. Yeah, that's basically it. So for our round 2 pick, we have Weavile, which is one of the better pairs to go with Mew. It was either that or going to be Aegislash. I've already used Mew Aegislash before though, so I want to try something a little different. Both are good combos, but I want to try out Mew Weavile this time. This thing's stupidly fast. It gets triple axle this gen, which is like really cool. If you can actually hit all the triple axles. Knockoff spam is also just, you know, really nice. I mean, this thing can just click knockoff and do a bunch of damage and knock off an item. It's pretty cool. It also, the reason why it pairs well with Mew, because it helps break the Fat Psychics and Ghost for it, which Mew does struggle to break. So all in all, it's a pretty good pair to go with Mew. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to trying it, because I've really only used it like I think once. And normally I don't draft like super hyper offensive mons that can just click a button and like do a bunch of damage. This thing does exactly that with knockoff and triple axle. It can just basically click either of those and do a chunk to anything that comes in, especially with knockoff. Like that thing's just gonna break things. Also, its typing's pretty good too. Dark Ice. An Icicle Crash is just gonna do a bunch. If they don't have an Ice Resist at Grandmaster D-Ray, you don't have an Ice Resist, dude, I think you're just gonna lose to Weavile. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Yeah, so that is Weavile. Next up, we have an absolute classic Alexcoolrocket Pokemon. We have SKARMORY. I absolutely love this thing, and it only got better this gen, I think, in my opinion. I really wanted Spike Stacks on my team, especially as you'll see later on. My team really appreciates having a little bit of chip down on the Pokemon. Obviously, you can also defog too. And the reason why I think it got a little bit better this gen too is because of the Iron Defense Body Press combo that it gets. It has a base 140 defense. If you take that plus the Iron Defense at plus 3, Body Press is going to be doing a chunk. You're not going to be running that every single week, but there could be some matchups where that'll be nice. And it'll just do a chunk to a Pokemon. I love Skarm. I'm pretty sure I use it in PCLD League, and I really liked it. It's just a good Pokemon. Corviknight's obviously a little bit better, but I didn't want to be breaking the bank with Corviknight, and I wanted to bring back an absolute classic to the team with SKARMORY. So we drafted SKARMORY, a pretty good defogger last round, but I thought to myself, I think I need another defogger. Look no further than our boy CONKELDUR, the best defogger in the game. On a real though, CONKELDUR plus WEAVILE is a pretty good combo to have. A lot of teams struggle to switch into both of their stabs if you can pivot around everything, and they both just click buttons and do a bunch of damage. Especially CONKELDUR with Guts boosted Facade. If they don't have a Ghost type, someone's going to be taking a lot from Facade. It's also like a little bit bulky, obviously not very special, especially defensive, but it has a little bit of Fizz Def and some good health stat to it, like 109. So it's decently bulky, can maybe take a hit or two. And of course, like I mentioned, this thing gets defog. It's the best defogger in the game. I don't know like much about it personally, like using it, but I have like played against it and it's kind of fucked me up before. So this Pokemon is definitely a threat on my team, especially with WEAVILE. Okay, so I was editing the video and I kind of realized I forgot to talk about toxicity. I had to like restart because I wasn't changing the colors. But yeah, so we drafted toxicity. John, what's up with toxicity?
Well, I was gonna say I would lead the way. I would hold your hand during this when you started. Oops. Hi, I'm Toxicity.
Yeah.
Toxicity is a cool Pokemon on Alex's team. I don't remember your team. It's a good Pokemon in general because it helps you break bulky waters. And I assume your team up to this point struggled with that, yeah?
Yeah, I did. I really needed to break them.
Get to Aggressive Poison, which is super nice. Gives you momentum option to get into them, you or WEAVILE. I just remembered your team, which is super nice. It gives Boom Burst as 3 stabs with that Punk Rock, being able to boost that move
damage.
It has Silk Scarf. Silk Scarf is such a good item.
Yeah.
Scarf, Specs, Shift Gear, AV. It can be a lot of different items if you're very creative with it. So, it will reward a creative player like me, somebody like Alex. You can break waters.
Hey, you know what? Even if I'm not that creative, Boom Burst is just gonna hurt a lot of teams, especially since Ghost types. Not everyone thinks to draft them all the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, toxicity, bro. I mean, if you get a shift gear up, this thing's just blowing things back. I mean, even with Boom Burst, Overdrive, like you said, it gets momentum. This thing's pretty cool. All right, cool. Back to the video. Speaking of classics on the team too, we already drafted SKARMORY, but we also had to bring back another classic for me. Actually, I was about to say the Milwaukee Melmetal's, which is my team this season. But if you guys know me, you know my OG team was the Wisconsin WHIMSICOTTs. So I'm really excited to have drafted Whimsicott on this team. I needed a ground resist bad, and I just love Whimsicott. I also need a fairy type too, so that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I really like Whimsicott. I like using it. People kind of sleep on it a little bit. It doesn't hit like as hard as it could, but there are situations where you could run specs on it and it could just blow back teams. I've like used that set before too, obviously. I found pretty good success with it, but the main draw is things like Prankster T-Wave, also like getting like Substitute and Leech Seed. That's like a very annoying set to bring on people, like Sub Leech Seed Protect and then a stab move. Can really put in some work on people's teams. Also, its speed tier is something I needed too. I need something in between Mew and WEAVILE. So I'm pretty sure it's like base 113. So that does help patch up my speed tiers a little bit, which we do run into a little issue in a bit, but we'll get to that. Yeah, Whimsicott all around. I really like this Pokemon. Like I said, people sleep on it, but I really do enjoy using Whimsicott as a comfort mon for me. So for our next pick, we're picking up another classic Alexcoolrocket Pokemon. I was looking and I saw I did not have a bulky water or just a water type in general. So I thought, I might as well go ahead and grab that right now before all the good ones are gone. So we decided to pick up Gastrodon. It was either that or I was going to pick up Quagsire. But I thought that my team was already pretty well equipped to handle setup mons with like War 1 Don, SKARMORY and stuff like that. So we didn't really need Quagsire for anything in particular. So I just decided to spend the 1 extra point on Gastrodon. I also wanted to grab Seismitoad and Swampert because they worked well on my team at the time, but they were also very expensive. And Swampert was gone, and Seismitoad, a good friend just Kurt wanted to grab Seismitoad, so I didn't want to snipe him. You know, gotta be a good friend. Gastrodon, I mean, I used this in PCLD League too. I really liked it. It's just a very fat mon. Lots of people know what it does. It gets toxic. It also gets recovered. Can just kind of sit in front of a bunch of mons and stall them out. It doesn't resist ice though, which my team is kind of struggling with a little bit right now. So we're gonna have to patch it up in a little bit. But Gastrodon, all in all, a good mon. Only has one weakness, obviously, which is grass. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's Gastrodon. I really like the Pokemon, and I'm really excited to use it. So for our next pick, we finally decided to pick up our Ghost Switch-in Porygon Z. I was either going to be this or Porygon 2, actually. But Porygon 2 was taken. I was kind of looking to get Porygon 2 just because it can switch in better to more things. It's a little bit more bulky than Porygon Z. Actually, it's a lot more bulky than Porygon Z. But I also then realized too that my team was already pretty fat enough, so I thought, why not just settle for Porygon Z and get myself another special wall breaker on the team that will help me out just like in general. This thing, specs Porygon Z, it just clicks a button and it breaks the teams basically. That's really what it does. It can also it gets nasty plot too, so you don't have to run specs. You can nasty plot if you want to. And I really needed its speed tier. Because my speed gap was like, there was Toxtricity at 75 and then Mew at 100, so I needed something in between. Porygon Z fit pretty well with its 90 base speed. And like I mentioned before, I needed a Ghost Switch-in, which I didn't have. My team just was mono lose to the new Ghost Horse, so we didn't want that to happen. So for our next pick, I was looking at the team. Like I mentioned earlier, we didn't really have an ice resist. Gastrodon is not an ice resist, it is neutral to ice. So I decided to double up on water types and grab Araquanid because we were going to lose to Mamoswine and we were also going to lose to Weavile. We need a Weavile switch in. D-Ray was also getting clowned for not having an ice resist, so I made sure to get mine and not get clowned on. Thank God. Basically, I just didn't want to lose to Mamoswine. That's about it, really. It's bulky. It does things. Gives me a sticky web option, I guess. I don't really know much about Araquanid except that it is my ice switch-in. And if there's an ice type on the opposing team, I'm probably going to bring this Pokemon over Gastrodon. So, that is Araquanid. Okay, so, as the draft was winding down, we had like 6 points left. And remember how I said that my team was really ice weak? I decided to grab a fire type that is actually neutral to ice, and I grabbed Turtonator. Fire Dragon Stab's cool, I guess. This Pokemon seems pretty sick. I don't know. Can Shell Smash? Maybe. Like, if I get a Shell Smash off, it can maybe sweep a team. I'm not going to bring it to every matchup, obviously. It's just there's like a niche pick. I didn't have a Dragon or Fire type either, so there's that. I don't know. 5-point Mon. I don't know much about it. Yeah, Turtonator seems pretty cool, though. Seems like a chill Pokemon. So, for our final pick in the draft, we had 1 point left. To me, there is really only one real option to go with here. We have the GOAT. The one, the only, Lil Cheese. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited to play in this season. I'm just going to leave this thing on. Screw it. Shout outs to John for letting me in this league. I know I don't seem like the most reliable person. I'm probably not, to be honest. But I want to prove myself with this. Even if I don't do good, I'm going to be uploading. This thing's falling off. I'm going to be uploading every game, win or lose, obviously. Yeah, I'm really excited to play. We got some pretty cool coaches. Again, like I said, make sure you go check out everyone in the description below. And also join the NCP server, too. There we have a server for everything NCP related. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you slap the like button and subscribe. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys, I don't know, probably in like 2 weeks when week 1 goes live. Yeah.